In just a few hours, NASA Artemis is heading back to the moon, or at least trying to. NASA officials are confident they fixed the issues that forced them to scrub Monday's test flight, and they are seeing a favorable weather forecast at the Kennedy Space Center for today's second attempt, which will come at 2:17 Eastern Time if everything goes to plan. CBS's Skyler Henry is there with details.
NASA will try again today to take a giant leap toward sending astronauts back to the moon.
Launch Director Charlie Blackwell-Thompson has called a scrub.
On Monday, the space agency called off its test flight of Artemis 1 due to fuel leaks and a faulty engine sensor.
Right now, team has really just done a fantastic job getting us out of launch attempt number 1, repairing all the issues, and getting us into a safe configuration to proceed into tomorrow's launch attempt.
We've learned so many lessons in the last just few days.
Amit Kshatriya is the Assistant Deputy Associate Administrator for Exploration. Right now, he's thinking all about all the hard work that's gone into building the rocket, but that will change at liftoff.
Do you think about, okay, what happens once this gets off the ground?
Absolutely. I mean, we gotta get on with it. We gotta get Orion to lunar orbit, and we gotta, make sure we're doing all the right things in terms of the decisions we're making about when to bring it back.
The rocket is NASA's most powerful to date. On top is the uncrewed Orion capsule, which will one day carry humans back to the moon.
This is a test flight. Before you put humans on it, you stress it and you test it. And you put loads on it that you wouldn't normally do with a human.
If there's another scrub, liftoff moves to Monday afternoon. But for now, Artemis 1 is on the pad, poised for its maiden journey.
Now, if there are even more delays, the final opportunity will be on Tuesday. After that, the rocket would have to be rolled back to vehicle assembly building for more maintenance before the next opportunity to launch in late September or October. But we are hopeful that Artemis is launching early this afternoon, and right now we're joined with CBS Correspondent Skyler Henry, who's live right now at the Kennedy Space Center. Skyler, thanks for joining us this morning. Can you talk to us a little bit about what's going on down there?
Sure, Kaylee, good morning to you. Well, a couple of hiccups for NASA right now. They noticed a bit of a leak during their liquid hydrogen filling process, and so they've tried several workarounds to try to get around that so that they can actually catch back up to their launch timeline. NASA actually put out a statement about 5 minutes ago saying that teams have completed pressurization of the line and restarted flow of liquid hydrogen to the tank. So we'll see if these leak issues continue, but we should mention that this is not the same leak that NASA experienced during their preparations on Monday, and so now we will see if this problem persists. But this still is very much on track, if you will, in terms of trying to squeeze into their launch window, which is set to begin at 2:17 Eastern here. It is a 2-hour window, so there is some time and some wiggle room to play with here as NASA tries to move forward. A lot of people confident that this launch will happen today, so we will see if these issues persist or if we can get back on track.
That's definitely good news. One more question before we let you go. We know this is a huge deal, so what is the energy like for people who are waiting to see this historic event happen?
Absolutely. Well, Kaylee, a lot of people camped out overnight to get a chance to glimpse some history here. We saw campers out there, cars, tents even, all along the highway as you come into the Kennedy Space Center, hoping to see this Artemis rocket go off. We should mention that county officials said that they estimate between 200 and 400,000 spectators will be on hand to witness this. And that's not just because of the launch, it's because of the Labor Day weekend. It's because the fact that this is a Saturday launch as opposed to the Monday launch earlier this week, and that numbers really aren't even counting those who actually live in this area as well. So we very well could see about 500,000 people around this area all looking up to the skies if that launch were to happen.
Wow, definitely a lot of people. Skyler Henry joining us live. Thank you so much for being here with us this Saturday.